Hello and welcome again. This is Seth's videos on How To Video, where you come to get advice about things that you can only get from 15 plus years of experience. We're going to jump right in. How to turn no's into yeses. When you're going into the club and you're moving around and the crowd might not know you, people might not know you. So you got to figure out a way to be like all nice and polite and turn those no's into yeses. So this is my advice. They will say no. They will say no. Some people, it's an ego thing. You can feel it. Some people are just mean. Some people don't know you. Some people are not comfortable. Some people are not drunk enough. Whatever their reason is, they will say no. So like I said before, you got to just let that be a part of the job. Be polite. Be polite. Try not to use too much profanity, things like that, no matter what kind of crowd it is. And be polite. Smile and be polite. You'd be surprised how far being polite goes when you do photography or videography in the nightclubs. Just be polite. Ask the man first. If you have to walk up on a couple and she's there with her man, he's there with his girl, then in my experience, it works better if you ask the man first, if you mind if you take their pictures or if you film them. In some situations you won't have to ask, in other situations you're going to have to ask, but I always ask the man first. It shows a level of respect, and women even tend to like that better too. So ask the man first. What I like to do when I'm taking people's pictures, to make sure I get a lot of pictures, especially if the pictures is slow that night, is I say to them, I'm going to take 3 pictures, but I really try to take 4. I do that because one of those pictures, usually the 4th one, is going to catch them in a natural moment, in a very natural moment where they're not posing. And in the clubs where I take the pictures at, you want to get some of that because sometimes that's the best pictures. Yeah, so tell them you're going to take 3, but really take 4. Take as many pics as she want. When the women roll up on you and they want to take pics by themselves with their girlfriends, first off, they're going to take pictures together with their girlfriends. Then they're going to want pics by themselves. That's just how it works. It's sometimes like that with video too, but usually always with pictures. So you're always going to be there a little bit when it comes to women, especially attractive women. So what I do is I take as many pics as she wants, but try to limit her to 6 to 7 pictures. I know how crazy that sounds. You say, come on, and you let her feel comfortable. You don't have to say, I'm going to take as many pictures as you want. But what you do is you say, come on, and you take pictures, and you take pictures, and you make them feel good, but try to limit her to 6 to 7 pictures. Because there are some women that will have you there taking 20 to 30 pictures, and I mean 20 to 30, and then tell you to delete them all. So you got to learn how to limit it so she doesn't have too many choices and she'll have pictures. Guys are pretty straightforward. You ask them if they want pictures, they say yes or no, they do it, boom, they're done. That's the advice that I have for you for this episode. Glad to see you here. Like and leave a comment. If you have a show idea, something you'd like to ask away and I'll do a show about it. This is Seth's Videos. Thanks for joining me on How To Video. See you next week.